Invicta FC has a women's bout to look forward to. I have got one half of the participants. Kelly, thank you for joining me. You're taking on Lindsey coming up 1st September, not long ago. You must be absolutely biting to get in there. You must be desperate to get back in that cage again and get that W in the Invicta FC banner.
Absolutely. I took a little longer break than I wanted, but I'm making that drop to 105. So I had to get my body where I wanted it to be and made sure I felt the strongest I could possibly be.
Yeah, the last thing you wanted to be doing is making that cut so much that it damages you, so that when you go in there, you're lifeless, is the best way to put it. It really is a high risk that you can have happen to you.
Yeah, and I know a lot about nutrition from some things I went through in my life. So I knew how to do it, and I just knew it would be a little bit of a process. And I'm feeling great. I'm really ready for this. I'm excited.
Obviously, being in the fire service, the boys around you, the crew that you've got, must be a bit harder now because you can't have maybe a little treat that you used to have with that weight cut. I'm sure they're having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, and if anybody knows the fire service, our citizens are amazing to us, so we get a lot of treats. They bring up cookies and cakes and stuff constantly. So I work 48 hours, so I get to see it sitting on the table for 2 days straight and try to turn it down. Especially those like 2 o'clock in the morning calls when you come back and you're trying to wind down and you're sitting in the kitchen, you're trying to go back, back in a state of mind you can relax, and those donuts are just sitting there staring at you. But I've done okay turning everything down, and everybody's pretty supportive. They know when I'm in a fight camp, like, they'll give me shit and make it a little harder. Like, this donut's delicious, Kelly. But, and they're supportive. They know I'm going to be eating chicken breast and broccoli all the time. So,
yeah, it's a pretty standard diet, isn't it? When you wake up, I was the same when I was dropping weight for the fights, and it's boring. But you think I've only got to do it for so many weeks, and you're trying to. It's breaking it down into bite sizes. Going right, only one week of this, and then only another week, and then there's only so much seasoning you can put over that food to make it taste nice.
Exactly. And then you get to a point you got to cut that out because of the sodium. So,
yes.
Yeah.
that was the worst bit. The sodium. Oof. I was going to say, because your partner in crime, let's say, as well, he must be able to help you out a lot as well with the kind of weight cut, understanding of the weight cut, and that's the best way to put it. How was it something that you decided you wanted to drop a weight? Was it something that you two talked about maybe prior, maybe in the past, that it was something you thought about? What was the decision to do this?
So, I'm sure you know who Ashley Cummings is.
Yes.
Okay, so she's actually one of the people that got me more into this sport than anybody. And we've always been smaller for strawweight. And last year she made the drop to atom weight. And she's been telling me for a while now that I'm actually an atom weight. And I realized all of my fights, most of the time the girls are bigger. And I guess I was just kind of being stubborn about it. I've always had this size problem, especially like being in the fire service. Like, you're so little. So proving myself was there. But being in this sport for a while, you realize there's no reason to take that damage from the bigger girls anymore. And I actually have been struggling to put on weight for the last couple of years to be in that weight class. So to finally stop fighting my body and just like let it lean out and go back more to a natural state, I felt better than ever. So the atom weight thing has been in the back of my mind. But with there not being as many fights for atom weights over the past couple of years, my coaches kind of wanted me to stay at straw weight to get the competition, which made sense. But the weight class is really building now. So there's some great girls at atom weight. And, I'm excited to add to that competition.
I was about to say, atomweight is building. It is just constantly growing. It's really exciting, honestly. Invicta FC as well, they just get an absolutely abundance of talented fighters in their roster. So it's really exciting, the whole team over there do a great job of finding the talent and bring them in. Being at 105 and obviously you've been competing at 115, I've noticed though you've got a good bit of pop in your punches at 115. Have you felt the power? Do you think the power? Have you felt the power transition still with the cutting down a bit? Have you? Because you got some pop. Honestly, you like I watch your fights. You're not a pillow puncher, girl. You hit.
So I actually, one of my coaches was just giving me crap that he said he was worried about me losing the power, and we were hit the other day, and he said it is all still there. So luckily I've kept that because I was a little scared, but I didn't really drop any muscle or anything. I just leaned. I got body fat. So
Yeah.
and the pop and the punches comes from the boxing background. So that's always been my favorite thing is punching people. But yeah, I mean, I've been told I hit like a 125er. So that's like my biggest compliment. I love it. I take it with me. And, I got a knockout as an amateur, and I still haven't got one as a pro. So I'm kind of looking for that in there.
There's that opportunity's always going to be there.
Yep.
Well, I was going to say because especially because I see with your footwork, you can see that you like to plant your feet a bit. You like to put your feet down a bit so you can get to land those heavy shots. And we've got a call. I think Kelly's got a call. I'm here still, Kelly. Yeah, I think you got a text or a call. One of the two.
Unfortunately, there you are.
It's okay.
Sorry, I get the calls for the fire department over my phone, so it just shut down the screen and let me know there was a call.
Yeah. See that smoke in the background, people? It's nothing to worry about. It's fine.
But no, yeah. You were saying I kind of flat-footed and kind of base.
Because when you do your combinations, I see you like to put your feet down. You like to really get a solid shots in. Have you worked on this maybe to try and maybe be a bit lighter on some of the strikes to have a bit more angle with it? Obviously, because boxing, I trained with a Commonwealth game boxer, heavyweight boxer, and he lit me up like a Christmas tree. Don't get me wrong. And it was painful, but then I said, right, okay, we're going to do boxing and wrestling together. I said, because if I want to do takedowns for MMA, I said, and I was okay, anytime I felt in danger, I got him down, because he would plant his feet to throw the shots, and he learned himself. He went, look, I can't do three punch combos or more. Anything more than 3 punches, you can get me down. And I was like, yep. I want to do 3 punches. And then he started to use just a jab and a straights and just 1-2s or a jab and a hook. And it was beautiful then because I had to really work my timings to get the takedowns. Have you looked at this yourself then to maybe try and open it up a little bit more for you?
So, I lost my last 2 fights. My first one on Invicta was, my last one was much closer. Sana did a great job. My first fight on Invicta, she had a great game plan, and I think it was really based off of my boxing background. They knew that I did that, and it's great. That's great. That's part of the game. I want to stand and bang. That is my go-to. That's what I want to do. So, I learned a lot from that fight, and I still had a lot of forward-backwards movement, and that is what I've been working on ever since. That's what I took from that fight. You take something from every fight, but that definitely changed by my next fight already. And I defended multiple takedowns in my last fight, so I knew that I definitely, made a transition. I added something to my game. So on top of that, now I've really been adding and being the aggressor for the takedown. So the full game's coming into evolution there. I think I was a little behind coming into as a pro. I had the hands, but I didn't have quite the jiu-jitsu game or the wrestling. But my coaches have been working really hard to add that in there, and I've been putting in the hours. So I have some great training partners, and I'm excited to see what I can do in this fight. That's the biggest thing is putting everything together. I've learned my lessons the hard way, and I'm ready to go back in there.
Hey, I could see the development. I was going to say that Suna fight was a good one because you lit her up. She was marked early. You could see that she was like, nah, I ain't no chance. I ain't sticking with this game. No, I don't like this. let's go down the ground. I want to get in a comfort, can't punch off your back. I want to get happy down there. And she, hey, look, it worked for it. It got the win. She kept it, and that was a problem, keeping it close, clinch work, cage work. It kind of nullifies those kind of skill sets to a point. But like you said, if you drill that footwork, you get those angles, and it's also just learning. Every fight you learn. So even though you sit there and go, oh, I lost 2 fights, it was decisions. So actually, you got 30 minutes of experience. That's huge. Huge. Yeah. People can go in there and get knocked out in a minute. You don't get a lot out of a minute, but 30 minutes, that's a lot of footage. It's a lot of knowledge for you, because you know yourself going, because there wasn't a lot in the second fight. That it was just little things, it was very tight, and you know yourself, you've watched it back, and I get confidence for you, just be like, look, I've got this, all I need to do is add X, Y, and I can get it. That's me, I'm good. And you must be feeling a bit more confidence in that, because obviously your coaches, and I'm sure your partner as well, be like, I'm sure your partner is more than anything, he is honest with you to help you develop, and you're probably the same as well, saying, yeah, your jab sucks, my jab's way better.
And that's the thing, like with this last fight with Chelsea, I saw the improvement from the fight with Sana, and I don't know if you got to see that fight or anything, but the commentators, some of them even kind of mentioned they thought it should have went in my favor. So really from that, I brought, like, there was openings I could have finished, or I could have really damaged her, and I think with the risk of getting taken down, people start, with your strength being stand-up, people get a little cautious about their aggression with their stand-up. So now that I know I can defend things properly and I can turn it into a takedown myself, my stand-up is going to be back to aggressive. It's going to be back to I want to KO, and I don't have to be cautious anymore, because I'm ready and willing wherever it needs to go.
Yes, that's one of the big kind of things that you get so absorbed by the defense of a takedown, you forget the reason why you've got this is because they're scared of what you offer, rather than thinking, actually, I've got that. And fingers crossed this time round, you've got that air of confidence, just to release, and also not overextend on what you need to, because that's all it is. A lot of people you be patient, and the openings appear, and taking advantage of them. It's all about experience, and that's the great thing. I did watch it. Actually, I watch Invicta fight. I watch Invicta cards every time. I'm a big supporter of what Shannon does there with Invicta. I've watched it for years, and I will keep doing it. Honestly, what she does there, and the talent they get in, and some of the fights they have. Oh my good googly moogly, they're absolutely fantastic. Woof. Like, honestly, people, a lot of people are just UFC based only. I can't have a go at people. I can't have a gripe about it. But at the same time, like, no, there's other promotions out there, and they got some crazy people who fight in there. And even I wouldn't fight in there. Like, Invicta FC, you got some women in there that I would never forget their birthdays. I'd never forget anniversaries. Those girls are badass, but they're awesome. And that's Invicta's great for that, And you know yourself how well that's run, how good they are promoting and supporting the fighters. So it's a great platform for yourself to be on.
Yeah, and they really get some people in there and get involved. I've had people just watch the card because I was on it, and now they watch Invicta cards regularly because they're like, dude, chick fights are legit. Like, you guys try to kill each other. And I'm like, yeah, we're in there to fight. Like, the respect is there, but it's not usually there till afterwards. Like, we're there to take each other out. So, yeah the girl fights definitely bring a little different intensity to things.
And your opponent, Lindsey, that you're facing, have you bothered to look at anything about her? Have you paid any attention to yourself? Or do you just forget it and go, look, when I get in the cage, I'm going to do what I do. She can do what she wants to think she can. I'm just going to own it.
So, being in the field I'm in and stuff, it's always, you pre-plan things. You look ahead. What kind of predicament could I get in? How am I going to handle it? How am I going to get out of it? I mean, that's my whole career for this. And I think I've done that too much in my past fights. So this one, I put it in my coach's hands and my husband. And you train me in what you think I need for this fight. We're just going to add and tune up some things if you think I need to do it. And I'm I'm not gonna think about it too much. I'm gonna go back in there as the old Kelly, aggressive, ready to finish a fight. I don't need to go in with this cautionary thing anymore. I'm going in to fight. I'm going in to finish it, and that's all I've been thinking about. They've been thinking about any game plan or skills I need to add. They're not even telling me stuff like as in she does this, so we're gonna work on this. They're just like, hey, we're gonna work on this defense today, okay? So I like it. I'm not overthinking anything. I'm not making these crazy plans in my head. So I'm just gonna go in and fight, and it's a really good feeling.
Nice. You can relax. Exactly. You can enjoy your training a bit more because you're not overthinking about what you're doing or what. Oh no, you need to do this more because she does this all the time. Like you said, you just go in the train. You're not thinking. Yeah, it's just like just an extra heavy sparring session on the 1st of September. That's all it is.
Yep.
Look, honestly, I've researched you. Because obviously I'm watching Invicta fights, and then obviously when I researched Lindsey, I like the stylistic matchup. I won't go too much into it, but I like the style. I like what the matchup offers from a perspective of an MMA fan. I like this matchup. The girls got it on point here with the matchmaking. So I look forward to this. Everyone at home, you can watch it on UFC Fight Pass. If you don't have UFC Fight Pass, you can get a 7-day free trial. So you can watch Kelly right here fight on the 1st of September for free if you want. If you're so tight that you don't want to pay any money, you can even do it for free on a 7-day trial, you tight beggars. And then when you've done it, you'll go, actually, I'll pay it. Because it's not much. It's bugger all. It's like, I don't know what it is in America per month, but I'm in the UK, so it's about £7. I don't know what that is in dollars. Maybe $11, $12 a month, maybe. Something like that. So.
Yeah, something like that, I think.
Yeah, it's not. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's a takeaway. It's the cost of a couple of pizzas or whatever you want to call it. It's not that much, people. So get your hands in your pockets. Well worth doing. Watching ladies like Ellie here fight.
I'll make it worth it. I promise. My first one was a loss, but it was still fight of the night. So I will make it. I will make it worth it.
I'll attest to Kelly that she throws down people. Throws down. Kelly's game. Awesome. Honestly. I'm a fan of your style. I like it. I like it a lot. So I'm looking forward to seeing this fight go down. But before I let you shoot off, Kelly, because I know you're a busy woman, saving people as well as fighting. And thank you for doing that. I've got a friend of mine who's I've got actually several friends who are in the fire service. And I know they do all the time, so I know what it's like for them. But can I just say, watch your social media, so not only can people join you to see how shredded you are, by the way, at the moment, shredded.
Thank you.
They join you on your journey at the moment as well. I see how things go and flourish for you.
Absolutely. Facebook is Kelly and D'Angelo. Twitter is just Kelly A. D'Angelo, and Instagram is the same, Kelly A. D'Angelo.
So jump on there, people. Give her a follow. And what about your sponsors? Can you give the sponsors a shout out that have helped you out in the fight camps, because they always do help?
Absolutely. So first, Vanzandt Brothers Realty, which he is also a first responder as well. So got a brother backing me there. Float STL, Sub-Zero Cryo, Woodard Board Up Services, and let's see here, First Integrity Mortgage Services. And then, of course, I'm going to thank my gym, St. Charles MMA. I got some amazing people there that work with me constantly. I got a team that is, they're willing to come in whenever, wherever I need them. And the husband, because not only is he my main training partner, but he deals with the weight cut, the emotional stuff through fight camp, and still loves me through it all. So, yeah.
She will love me on the 2nd of September.
Yeah, I will love him even more on the 2nd of September.
As soon as you sign the contract, it's like, cool, we'll talk properly in a few weeks, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, take his girl, and then after fight camp and my fight, and then he feeds me pizza, and everybody's happy, and we can start all over again.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Kelly, thank you so much for your time. It's been an absolute joy speaking to you and getting to know you.
Yeah.
I can't wait for your fight on the 1st of September. Enjoy yourself at Invicta. It's always a great show they put on, so just have a fun time towards the end of the fight camp, and just enjoy yourself the 1st of September.
Thank you so much for having me.